Hi, I'm Leia Sims with Ecological Systems. Today we are going to do a home energy audit. A home energy audit uses a whole house approach to assess the home's energy efficiency and determine where it's wasting energy. Oftentimes, about 30% of your heated and cooled air is wasted through air leaks throughout your home. I'm BPI certified to perform building analyst, shelf specialist, and heating specialist testing, and together with Home Performance with Energy Star, we're here to perform a home energy audit. Where we're going to start today is in Wall Township, about a 100-year-old house, and before we even get started, we like to make sure that this house is safe to be at. We have a carbon monoxide analyzer, and it has been calibrated, and we're currently at 0 parts per million. So we can get going on this audit. All right, let's go meet the homeowner.
Hello.
Hi.
Ecological Systems.
Yeah, we're here to perform your home energy audit. Before we get started, let me ask you a few questions about your home. About how old is this house?
It is 107 years old.
Wow. Okay. And what kind of energy problems might you be experiencing in your home? Do you have any drafts?
It is a little drafty in a few of the rooms.
Okay. We're going to try to pinpoint those areas today. How about, do you experience any temperature differentials across rooms?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's colder in my living room than most of the rest of the house.
Okay. All right. And are you familiar with any insulation that you might have in this house?
I was told that there isn't any, and I'm planning on getting R13 installed pretty soon.
Okay. Have you started installing your insulation, or?
I haven't. I've gotten some quotes.
Okay. What type of insulation are you thinking of using?
Just the regular rolled out. They said R13 was the way to go. Which is one of the reasons why I called you. Get a good idea of what you might recommend.
Okay. Well, there are actually much better options. We can get a better idea when we go into your home, but one thing about fiberglass insulation is that it does not offer the air sealing qualities that many other insulations might offer. For example, a sprayed-in foam insulation will offer a much higher R value per inch, as well as air sealing qualities. It'll help reduce the amount of air infiltration and exfiltration throughout your house.
Okay.
So
sealing it better.
Right. So we'll take a look at that as we're walking through, and if that's something that we might be able to apply in your home, you might want to look into having something like that done instead.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Good. Well, you'll have to tell me what that entails.
Okay. Well, first we're going to go into your basement and do some inspections on your heating and cooling equipment.
Okay.
So, let's go. So they recently replaced the hot water. Okay, we're in the basement now. The first thing that we like to make sure is that the home is safe for both myself and the occupants in the house. So what we're going to do next is a gas leak test with a gas combustion analyzer, and we're just going to test each connection and make sure there is no gas leak.
How will you know if there's a gas leak, Leah?
This device will start beeping. It'll get a loud squeaking noise. And it'll be quite apparent.
Will it tell you how much is leaking, or will it give you any specific information?
It doesn't give you a quantitative amount. It just lets you know that there is gas leaking in this area.
Okay.
At which point you would need to call out a professional who repairs gas leaks, and we can recommend people to do that for you if we uncover. Now we're hoping that there is no gas leak in here. That's the best scenario.
So far, so good, right?
Right, yeah. We just want to make sure that we're getting to all the connections. And, okay. So we're safe. Now, let's, I noticed that you got a new hot water heater.
Yeah. Yep, just recently, actually.
Were we able to take advantage of the federal tax credits available for upgrading your appliances to more energy efficiency?
I actually haven't even heard about them. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Is there still a chance that I can get those?
Yes, you can take advantage of federal tax credits. Any appliance that you buy that is has an Energy Star label on it is eligible for a tax credit. Now, each different appliance has a different threshold about how much money you're allowed to take as a credit. But there's a form that we can show you, and you can take advantage of tax credits on water heaters, windows and doors and dishwashers, even washing machines, all kinds of appliances and energy efficiency upgrades. So yeah, it's becoming a real important program in the country, and you know, now New Jersey is starting to pick up with their Home Performance with Energy Star program.
Excellent. Good, it's about time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that'll be helpful. Next year's taxes.
Right.
Started.
A good incentive to try to upgrade your appliances in addition to saving you money, you know? So you're going to get a tax credit and save money and be more comfortable.
Save the environment.
Right.
Good, I like it.
Good. Okay, it looks like there's a possibility that this pipe is sloping downward. Mm-hmm. This is the vent pipe for the hot water heater, and sloping downward means there is a good possibility that the gases are not venting properly out of the basement. Now what this could mean is that the poisonous gases, carbon monoxide, could be leaking into your living space.
Oh my God.
Causing it to be unsafe.
Right.
So what we're going to do is fire up this hot water heater.
Right.
And do a spillage test.
Okay.
To determine if the gases are being directed outward in the prescribed period of time, which the spillage has to end within a minute from firing it up.
So in order to fire it up, you need me to go turn on some hot water?
Yes. Could you go do that?
Absolutely.
Thanks. Okay, we fired up the hot water heater. It's been about 15 seconds. We need to give it a full minute to make sure that we've given it enough time to prove itself it's venting properly.
What are you holding there?
This is a smoke pen.
Uh-huh.
And this will detect the direction that the draft is going.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we put it up near the baffle.
Mm-hmm.
That's this area of the hot water heater. And
how's it look?
it looks okay. It looks
that flashlight I have.
It looks like the smoke is drafting. Oh.
Here we go. So the smoke looks like it's venting properly, you say? Looks like it's going up properly?
Yes. It looks like the vent is working properly and the smoke is going up the pipe. So that's a good thing.
Great. So the carbon monoxide is not necessarily a problem with this.
Right. Now I still do have my my safety equipment on me, the
Okay.
sniffit,
Right.
and it's reading 0.
Which is excellent.
Right. So safety is important. Now we're going to examine, we're just kind of doing a visual inspection in your basement now, and examining, for starters, your heating system. Any of these joints here could have some mastic put on them.
What's mastic?
Mastic is a sealant that will decrease the amount of air leaking out through any of these connections. It's like a goop that we would cover all of these connections with, and decrease the amount of energy that of heated and cooled air that is leaking out through here, and direct it more towards where it is trying to go.
So it'll get from my ducts into my living room, which is where I need it to be.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, is this mastic non-toxic?
Non-toxic. It dries hard, and yeah, it's just going to seal your ducts up and make the air go more to where you want it to go. Because these ducts are in a conditioned area, you don't need to worry so much about insulation. It's just about the amount of air being directed to the direction that you want it to go to.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So you'll have to tell me a little bit more about that, finance-wise, and what you recommend as far as if there are leaks and if I do need those
Right.
applied.
If it's cost effective to you. That's all stuff that we're going to go over at the end.
Great.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Okay, can you see over there to the access to the crawl space? There is daylight. You can see quite blatantly the daylight coming through. Sealing off that hatch will help save energy.
Oh. Okay.
That's quite a blatant leak. So next we're going to go and hook up the blower door, and we're going to find some less obvious leaks.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, a couple more items in the basement before we move on to the blower door. One big important thing is the sill plate here. The sill plate is the point where the foundation meets the house. Mm-hmm. And putting in a bead of foam around where the connection meets will help air seal that. Also, even foaming up the whole length of those joists will be a good way to help seal up the basement a little bit better. Now you know that this is a conditioned space, besides the fact that the vents are in here uninsulated, and this little mini heater here is really just being wasted to the outside, blatant by that crawl space door. So sealing up that crawl space door will make the basement more comfortable, help bring it into the living space a little bit better, and save significant amounts of energy.
Keep it warmer in here instead of just throwing away my heater, huh?
Right, yeah.
All right, good. Thank you for pinpointing those things for me. What else do you have on your list?
Well, for now we're good in the basement. We're ready to move on upstairs.
Excellent, let's go.
Okay.